Good morning, students. Today we'll be learning the second part of the chapter Properties of Triangles. We'll be learning two more properties of triangle and we'll solve the sums from NCERT from exercise 6.3 and 6.4. The main concept of this property of triangle will develop through an activity or through experiential learning. The property we are going to discuss now is angle sum property of a triangle, which says that the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now, what we can do, we can draw a triangle. You can also try this. And the three angles of the triangle, three interior angles of the triangles are cut with a scissor. Now we can rearrange them as shown in the second figure. Let us try doing this. Now the three angles, if we just paste it side by side, we'll see they are forming one angle which measures 180 degree. It can also be called straight angle. So if the three angles form 180 degree, so we can easily infer that the sum of measures of all the three interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. One more way we can prove that, we are drawing three triangles and cutting three triangles of equal dimension. Now we are arranging the three triangles in the given manner as shown in the second figure. Now, what will be the measurement of angle 1, 2 and 3 at the middle? Here also we are getting one straight angle. So, either of the way we can prove that angle sum property of a triangle, that is the interior angle sums up to 180 degree in a triangle. We can geometrically also prove the angle sum property of a triangle. For this, we can use the previously learned exterior angle property of the triangle. Now it is given that 1, 2 and 3 are the three interior angles of the triangle ABC. And angle 4 is obtained by producing the side BC up to D. So angle ACD is equal to angle 4. Now by exterior angle property of a triangle, we know that exterior angle 4 is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. So angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Now if we now add angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, we'll be getting 4 plus 3. So what we are actually getting, 4 plus 3 forms a linear pair, and linear pair means they are summing up to 180 degree. So if 3 plus 4 is summing up to 180 degree, 1 plus 2 plus 3 will also sum up to 180 degree. This way we can prove this property. Let us solve some examples from exercise 6.3. In these sums, we have to find out the value of unknown angle x. Figures are given. So in the first figure, we can see that in triangle ABC, x plus 50 plus 60 will be equal to 180 degree according to angle sum property. So if we calculate x plus 110 is equal to 180 degree, x is equal to 180 minus 110, that is equal to 70 degree. Similarly, in the second part of the sum, in triangle PQR, we have to find out the value of x. Here angle P is equal to 90 degree. So if we add the three interior angles, 90 plus x plus 30 is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 30 is 120. X is equal to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degree. In the third part of the sum, we have to find out the value of x. This is very much similar to the first part. So in the same manner, by using angle sum property, we have to find out the value of x. So 180 minus 30 minus 110 will give the value of x. Fourth sum is a little different. In the fourth sum, one angle is 50 and the other two angles are x. So 50 plus x is equal to 180 degree. 2x plus 50 is equal to 180 degree. So 2x will be 180 minus 50, that is 130, or x is equal to 130 by 2, that is 65. In the fifth part of the first sum, each of the angle of the given triangle is x. So x plus x is equal to 180 degree. 3x is equal to 180 degree. So x will be is equal to 180 by 3, that is 60 degree. In the fourth part, it's a right angle triangle. The other two angles are x and 2x. So we can say x plus 2x plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. That means 3x plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. 3x is equal to 180 minus 90. So 3x is equal to 90 and x is equal to 90 by 3, that is 30 degree. We are moving to the second sum. We have to find the values of unknown angles x and y in the following diagrams. Now in the first diagram, we can see that the exterior angle is 120 degree and the adjacent angle is y. So we can say that y plus 120 is equal to 180 degree because they form a linear pair. So y will be is equal to 180 minus 120, that is 60. Similarly, from exterior angle property, we can say that 120 is equal to 50 plus x. So x will be is equal to 120 minus 50, that is 70. We can also solve it by using angle sum property. In the second figure, y is equal to 80 because they are vertically opposite angles. Now we can use the angle sum property. X plus y plus 50 is equal to 180 degree, and we have already solved that y is equal to 80 degree. So we can say 50 plus 80 plus x is equal to 180 degree. 130 plus x is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 180 minus 130, that is x is equal to 50 degree. In the third part, x and y are two adjacent angles forming linear pair. Now by angle sum property, we can find out y. Y plus 50 plus 60 is equal to 180 degree. So y is equal to 180 minus 50 minus 60, that is 180 minus 110. So we'll be getting y is equal to 70. Now if y is equal to 70, x plus y are linear pair. So x plus y is equal to 180 degree. X plus 70 is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 minus 70, that is 110. In the fourth figure, x is equal to 60 because they are vertically opposite angles. Then we can solve it by using angle sum property. 60 plus 30 plus 90 is equal to 180. This sum is very much similar to the second part. Here it is given a right angle triangle, that is the only difference. So we can find out that x is equal to 60 degree. Now we are moving to the fifth sum. Here y is equal to 90, that is vertically opposite angles. So we are getting x plus y is equal to 180 degree by using angle sum property. In the same manner, we can find out the value of x, that is equal to 45 degree. We are moving to part 6. One diagram is provided in the question. We can see that angle y is equal to angle x because they are vertically opposite. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle x because they are vertically opposite, and angle 1 is also equal to angle x because they are vertically opposite. So we can add both sides. That means y plus 1 plus 2 is equal to x plus x plus x. So y plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 3x. So 3x is equal to 180 because we are using angle sum property, and 1, 2 and y are the three interior angles of the triangle. So x is equal to 180 by 3, that is 60 degree. As x is equal to y, so y will also be equal to 60 degree. Let us discuss the next property of triangle. Sum and difference of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. This property says that sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the third side. We can geometrically prove it also. There is a second part of the same property, that is difference of two sides of the triangle must be lesser than the third side. How we can prove it? We are drawing a triangle by marking three non-collinear spots A, B and C. Now we are using lime powder to mark the parts of AB, BC and AC. Now we are telling one of our friends to start from A to reach C, walking along one or more of these paths. Now, for example, she can walk along AB and then she can also walk along BC to reach C, or she can walk straight along AC. She will naturally prefer the direct path AC. If she takes the other part AB and then BC, she will have to walk more. In other words, AB plus BC is greater than AC. In the similar manner, if someone has to go from B to A, he or she can choose direct path BA, or she can choose BC and then CA. So here also, if we add them, BC plus CA must be greater than AB. In the similar manner, we can prove CA plus AB is greater than BC. Let us solve some examples from exercise 6.4. Is it possible to have a triangle with the following sides? The three sides given are 2 cm, 3 cm and 5 cm. So we are adding 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So third side is 5. So the property says that the sum of any two sides has to be greater than the third side. But here it is being equal, the triangle cannot be formed. In the second part of the sum, the values are 3 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 7 centimeter. If we add 3 plus 6, it is coming 9 centimeter, which is greater than the third side, that is 7 centimeter. So the triangle is possible. In the third part, 6 centimeter, 3 centimeter and 2 centimeter. Sum of two sides, that means 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, which is lesser than the third side, that is 6 centimeter. So we cannot form a triangle with this length of side. We are moving to question number 2. Taking any point O inside a triangle PQR. The questions are: part 1, OP plus OQ, whether it is greater than PQ or not, or OQ plus OR, whether it is greater than QR, and OR plus OP if it is greater than RP. Now we can see in triangle OPQ, OP plus OQ is greater than OQ because sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Similarly, we can take triangle OQR and prove that OQ plus OR is greater than QR. We are following the same property. In the third part, we are choosing the triangle OPR and OR plus OP is greater than RP using the same property. Question number 3. AM is the median of a triangle ABC. Is AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 2AM? Now we are considering the sides of the triangles, triangle ABM and triangle AMC. Now median means the midpoint. So BM is equal to MC. So in triangle ABM, we have AB plus BM is greater than AM. We are following the same property, that is sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Now we are taking triangle AMC and we are getting AC plus CM is greater than AM. Now we are adding the two equations. We are adding first all the left hand side and we are adding all the right hand side. So AB plus AC plus BM plus CM is greater than AM plus AM. If we add BM plus MC, we are getting BC. So AB plus AC plus BC must be greater than 2AM. So AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 2AM. It is proved. In question number 4, ABCD is a quadrilateral. Is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD? What we are doing, we are constructing two diagonals inside the quadrilateral AC and BD. So triangles are formed. We are first choosing the triangle ABC. So AB plus BC is greater than AC. Following the same property, that is, we are making it equation 1. Similarly, next we are choosing triangle BDC. BC plus CD must be greater than BD because sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. In triangle ADC, we have CD plus DA which is greater than AC. That is the third equation. Next, we are choosing triangle DAB and we are getting DA plus AB must be greater than BD. Now we are adding all the four equations, left hand side and right hand side, and we are getting AB plus BC plus BC plus CD plus CD plus DA plus DA plus AB, that is greater than AC plus BD plus AC plus BD. So every side is coming twice. So we can simplify 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CD plus 2DA is greater than 2AC plus 2BD. We are dividing them by 2 and getting AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. Next is sixth sum. The length of two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter. Between what two measures should the length of the third side fall? Sum of two sides is equal to 12 centimeter plus 15 centimeter, that is 27 centimeter. So sum of any two sides must be greater than the third side. So the third side has to be less than 27 centimeter. Difference of two sides is 15 minus 12, that is 3 centimeter, and the property says the difference of two sides must be less than the third side. So the measure of the third side will fall between 3 centimeter and 27 centimeter. Here is one critical thinking question. In the following figure, you have to find out the unknown angles A, B, C, and it is given that L and M are parallel lines. As L and M are parallel lines, we can say that angle C is equal to 110 because they are corresponding angles. If we know angle C is equal to 110, then we can say that C plus A is equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair. So angle A will be equal to 180 minus 110, that is 70 degree. Now angle B is equal to 40 degree plus A because we are following the exterior angle property in the triangle. 40 degree and A are the two interior opposite angles with respect to the exterior angle B. And we know the value of angle A is 70 degree. We already calculated that. So angle B is equal to 40 plus 70, that is 110. Hope all of you have understood all the sums properly. If not, please feel free to ask us during your class. Thank you, children.